All right, Amazon, you're coming at us pretty quick with these details. First, you give us the January update yesterday regarding the addition of Tier 3 content, and now we get the server details tonight. Hey squad, it's Goober Troy, and today we're going to be looking at the launch details that Amazon has posted. So I have the article already pulled up here, and I briefly browsed through it already, but so the first thing that you're going to notice here is the launch timing. So for the pre-download, anyone is going to be able to actually pre-download regardless of you owning a founders pack or not. That time for download will start on February 7th, which is the Monday before early access starts, and you can download it anytime after 9 a.m. Pacific Standard. One of the important notes here is that you will not be able to log in earlier than that time to reserve a character name or start the character creation process. The only time that your name is going to be reserved is when you actually complete the character creation. So that means you're gonna have to wait until February 8th at the earliest before you can, reserve your name and stuff like that. And speaking of November, and speaking of February 8th, this is when the head start period will begin. And the servers will open at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard. So that'll be, if you're playing on the East, that'll be 12, like myself. No. And speaking of February 8th, this is when the head start will begin and servers will officially open finally at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard or 12 p.m. if you're on NA East like myself. However, it's important to note that you'll only be able to access the head start period if you've pre-ordered a founders pack. Although, I guess it does note here that during this early start, the head start, you will still be able to purchase founder packs and you'll get that early access even if the time has already started. So basically, if you buy a founders pack anytime between February 8th and February 11th, you'll still be able to get that head start. And as we all know, the official launch will be on February 11th. It's the same server open time as the head start, so 9 a.m. Pacific or 12 p.m. Eastern. And I think there's going to be a huge wave of people that join at that time. All right, and so in the next section here gets into the founder packs a little bit. And as I mentioned just a moment ago, founder packs will be available for purchase through 9 a.m. Pacific Standard on February 11th. So again, if it's like February 9th, you'll still be able to purchase your founders packs. And that's mostly it for the juicy parts on founder packs. Next up, we'll look at the server status. And so it says here that server reset times for dailies, weeklies, bosses, events, etc. are region based. And the daily and weekly resets will be done at 1 a.m. or 2 a.m. depending on daylight savings time and the regional time where the server is located, or after any scheduled downtime is completed. Okay, so there's a few conditions there. So it also says that core content such as raids, dungeons, and PvP events will maintain the best local hours by applying the following times offset calculated from each region's 0 hour. So each region's midnight, it looks like. And then the example here they give is if a dungeon is meant to open at 7 p.m. on server time UTC, that will be open for US West an additional 7 hours later to make it more accessible for players who are playing on the West. So it sounds like if you're playing on the West, but the server you're playing on is, like the reset time is 7 hours ahead of you. There's like that 7-hour offset. Sorry, this is kind of confusing. That 7-hour offset lets you play additional time before the reset happens. That's how I understand it. I'm not sure if I'm botching that. Kind of worded a little oddly, in my opinion. Or maybe I'm just dumb. It goes on to state that it's worth noting that the in-game UI will display the server's time, not your local time. And now we get to the juicy part, the server list. And oh my god, there are so many servers. This is so many more than I was expecting. And it just feels so real to finally see the list of servers that we'll be playing on after so long. Oh my gosh, it's it feels surreal. Um, so these are going to be the servers that are available on February 8th, and they might open up additional ones should there be, a lot more players than they're expecting. So hopefully they're able to avoid some of those, those little bit of the mess that they had during New World. Fingers crossed that we can avoid that. But again, I'm going to be playing on US East, and we have 7 servers here. I honestly was only expecting about 3, maybe 4. So yeah, seeing that we have that many, pretty insane. And US West only has 3, which I guess I'm not that surprised, because it sounds like there's going to be a lot more interest on East, judging by the servers or the streamers talking about going on the Eastern region. And that looks like it's about it for this update. Still though, like, we actually have official times now, so we can all start marking our calendars, taking our time off, telling those girlfriends not to bother us during this time frame. So I'm very excited. Oh, and a final note, I will be streaming here on this channel at 12 p.m., assuming the servers don't completely explode and the actual opening of the servers is botched, starting on February 8th. And for anyone who is interested and wants to come hang out, I'll be doing a full stream from levels, hopefully from level 10 to 50 in a single stream. So, that might end up being a 20-hour stream, maybe a little bit longer. We'll see. Should be a lot of fun, and I hope to see you guys there. And as always, this was Goober Troy from Squad Up Games saying thanks for watching, and don't forget to squad up and have fun.